Coming to you live. Just gonna start with some Glorious Primer. Never wants to focus. The light shines too bright. Okay, I'm just gonna use about a pea-sized amount of this. Close my pores, fills in fine lines. Make sure my foundation goes on nice and even, lasts all day. Make it so my eyes don't crease. What are you guys doing? Hello. And I'm going to use my brow liner. Hey Sarah. Hey Michelle. Hey Adriana. I'm doing good. Nice seeing you have a day off. Hey Christina. Hey Destiny. Hi Anna. How's your guys' weekend going? Awesome. Is it Lindsay? Lindsay. Okay. Just spelled different. Hey Gladys. Yeah, stays off are so nice. I'm using palette 1 today. I'm doing good, Gladys. Pretty normal day. Good thing I had a nice and it's a good weekend. Hey Becky. Nothing much. Nothing much going on or anything. Tia, I think you're the only one that can't hear me. Try to somebody tell her to exit and come back in. Awesome, Kivia. Hi, Allie. Yeah, I figure it's just her. Because other people are already talking back. Use the brown fibers? What do you mean? I've done shadow palette on my brows before. It's just not the same look, and I prefer this look for myself. I'll do it once in a while, because some people that look works better for them too. Thanks, Adriana, for saying that. Hey, Devanya. Yeah, you exited out too and came back. You talking about the gel? Yeah, I always use the gel after. But the gel alone is not gonna fill in where you need to fill in. The gel just kind of works to keep them in place. If you have like sparing hairs, it helps with that a little bit, but it's not gonna like work to draw it on because it doesn't like work on the skin. Like I'm pushing really hard and it kind of, if I push really hard, slightly goes on the skin, but it's not really meant for your skin. It's more to keep the hairs in place. So I want more pigment and color on my skin, so that's why I need the liner. And then the gel I just use to keep my brows in place. Hey Bridget. But yeah, that's what I would never just use the gel. The gel is just an additional thing. Sandy, it kind of depends like what skin you have, what you want to accomplish in that type of stuff. In general, obviously, cleanser something you use morning and night. That's something definitely super important. You want to gently cleanse your skin. I love a rose water. I guess it's not maybe a must to start. I don't know. I definitely think it's a must too, so it's hard. And then a moisturizer. I'm loving the new day creams. You can use Divine if you want something like for morning and night. And I love the new night creams too. So it kind of depends if you want to go more anti-aging or more keeping your skin clean. I mean, eventually, obviously you want to get everything. It's always hard though. Obviously you can't get everything at once. That's how it was too. It's not always easy. Hey, Allie. Yes, exactly, Becky. Hey, Caitlin. Awesome, Savannah. Hey, Brittany. Okay, I'm gonna go through the palette one. Okay, so I'm gonna use everything for the most part besides the brow liner that I just used. I'm gonna use everything from the Most Wanted collection. It's a collection, it's got a palette, whatever palette you choose, liquid foundation, a lip stain, and the primer, and the mascara. It's got everything you basically need. You can use a palette if you want to use for your brows too. I just use a brow liner, but besides the brow liner and any tools I use, everything is going to be in the collection. So it's really nice. And it's only $149. And you save, I think, $29 by bundling. It's a great, great collection. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Teresa. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Kelsey. Okay, so what do I want to start with? I don't know. We're gonna start with Chipper. There we go. We're just gonna start with Chipper. I didn't plan this out. I love palette one. There's so many like looks I like with palette one. So sometimes it's hard to choose exactly what I want. Chipper's a great blending color. If I use, like this is the color I like to use for my brows if I use anything. And I'll use the liner part of the liner shader brush to do my brows. It's just a slightly kind of different look. Anybody have plans this weekend? Do I got any new people on here I haven't said hi to yet? Always love meeting new people, seeing new faces. Thank you, Kivia. Yes, I definitely got a lot of space here, especially like above my like crease or whatever. A lot of space to work with. But it's a little hard because every picture I try to like, when I try to base stuff off pictures, nobody's eyes look the same as mine. A lot of them have smaller areas, like, that makes sense, from the crease to the brow. So I kind of have to tweak it to what works for me. Where's Linda? I get on at 3 a.m. here, my time. If anybody's wondering already, my husband's military. We're stationed in Japan. Lisa. Oh, hi, Krista. Yes, have fun at your daughter's party. Hopefully you have a lot of other adults there too to hang out with and not just be stuck with a bunch of kids. You did this time, Sharon. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna call that. I'm gonna go through with Zealous. Maybe, no, I'm gonna do my lid color first. I'm gonna do my lid color first, and then I'm gonna go through Zealous. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do Sincere on most of the lid. I love Sincere for the lid. It's a light, shimmery color. All our palettes are super pigmented. You do not need a lot. Very easy to work with, easy to blend. Yes, 13 hours difference from Eastern time, 16 hours ahead of Pacific time. Yeah, I love palette. I don't do nudes a lot, but I like nudes a lot. But for most of my viewers, you guys like, you know, fun, bold colors. But I know a lot of people also, I mean, I always liked a good nude at the same time, like this, not nude, neutral, like this. But especially, I know a lot of people don't typically do bold looks, so this is just a good look if you get palette 1. I love palette 1. It's a great palette for anybody. There's such a variety. I mean, you got like brassy colors, you got a couple of different browns, you got like a, I don't know, it's the goldish color. Such a variety. What you can do. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, Louisa, if you have any questions about what to like pick out, definitely just ask me. Sorry, I got itches. But definitely, yeah, I can show you any tips. I know I'm not a makeup artist, but I know how to work this makeup, and it's definitely got some tips and stuff for that. No, like I said, everything besides the brow liner I used and any tools I use is in the collection. And if I use bronzer or blush, that's not. But a palette, lip stain, mascara, liquid foundation, and primer. Primer's a must, so it's awesome that it comes with that. Hey, Laura. Kelly, totally depends like what you want. Do you want to start with like a foundation? And with foundation, you have to kind of have two because you have to have like a primer. None of it's gonna work the same without that. But you can start still small, or you can start with the mascara. Mascara's our #1 seller always. Hi, Crystal. Yes, what palette you get? We have five palettes. You pick your palette. We have 7 lip stains. You pick your lip stain. We have 13 colors of our liquid foundation. You pick that, of course. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more down here. The Sincere. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through the Zealous and put it in my crease. So this is the liner shader brush. I'm gonna use this literally end and put it like that. I'm just putting it like right in my crease and kind of like a 7 or whatever you want to call it. Bring it in just a little bit too. Lisa, if you send me a picture of you naturally, and I'd definitely be able to help. I've been doing this like 11 months now. Feel confident. And if for some reason, you know, the picture was wrong, or I was wrong for some reason, or you get a foundation without asking me, any of the above, you can return or exchange it worry-free at the same time. But it's mineral makeup too, so it's naturally supposed to blend into your skin. If that makes sense, like it naturally like reacts to your skin. So 2 people can wear the same color, and I can wear multiple different colors and still all look pretty much the same on me. Very close. To work best for the liquid foundation, I suggest a liquid foundation brush, but of course you can try something else to start. I would say primer's probably more important than the brush. The brush is definitely important. These are synthetic bristles, so I would definitely still use something with synthetic bristles, if I can say that word right, and something you can still buff your skin, because you kind of want to buff it in still, because it dries to a soft powder finish, so it's not like any other liquid, if that makes sense. You don't want to apply it with a sponge or anything like a normal liquid. But as long as you're buffing it in and stuff, it's definitely worth a try without the brush, if you definitely can't. Definitely always easier to start smaller and work from there. Oh, and I can't wait to get mine. I order collections, but probably not a week before I get mine, because you know everything takes forever to get here. But got new collection bags, and there's 2 bags. One's black and white stripes, and one's purple, like metallic-ish. And so you get to choose which one you want, and that's just free with the collection. With any collection, we have 6 collections to choose from, so you can take a look, and everything's always sold individually. You do not have to get collections. I just like to show what you can get because you save about 20%. You save $30 by bundling for this one specifically. Okay, I think that's good. Take some of the Zealous still, bring it down here. I'm just gonna take a clean shader brush now and go through with Elated. The lightest. I'm just gonna put this under my brow, just to matte. Now, this is the lightest, so I am gonna get a good amount of pigment on my brush. Like I said, if you send me a picture of your natural lighting, I know all the colors because I've been working with them long enough. I know what they look like on different skin and what colors they work for. So there's just like super simple. I like to keep the lightest color right here because it's gonna make your lashes look longer by having a nice light color there. If you have darker colors there, it's kind of gonna look like your lashes start where the darker ends, if that makes sense. If you have like a thick liner, it makes your lashes look shorter. So I like to make them look long. So I'm not gonna do any liner or anything. You can definitely, I just kind of like did a soft liner, but you can use any of the darker colors or whatever and use the liner part of the liner shader brush to do an even more defined line, but I'm kind of doing smoky, natural brown type thing. I think I'm going to use a different mascara wand with the fiber lash. Have you tried it, Becky? I love the wand. The wand is what's supposed to actually make your lashes curl up a little bit. They revamped the wand for that reason. For full matte finish, would you recommend getting pressed powder or concealer? Definitely pressed powder. Pressed powders are full coverage and it's a matte finish. If you have oily skin, you can use it with just the primer. If you have drier skin, use a primer and add the BB cream, which is our tinted moisturizer. It's not oily at all, but if you have dry skin, it is a must. You cannot use any other foundation if you have dry skin. But the BB cream isn't a foundation to work alone, if that makes sense. It's not meant for coverage. If you don't want coverage, it's fine. But it's meant to keep your skin hydrated. Thank you, Tara. Love meeting new people. I also just blink it on my lashes to curl it up. Make sure to separate your lashes as much as possible before putting the fibers on. Okay, so then the fibers are loose, so you roll them back your hand, presses them down. Now, if you take your wand, and if you have too much here, just do this. Just wipe it off. Not a big deal. I wouldn't suggest necessarily using another wand. The wand, if it's not going to close properly in there too, that's just going to dry out your mascara. Just a curling iron. Normal curling iron. Nothing special. I've done my videos on here before of doing it, but it's literally nothing special. Thank you, Sydney. I get the mascara. And I can see the fibers on the mascara one. You have to let the fibers dry on your lashes before sealing it with the gel. That's why I do fibers, or gel, and then fibers on this eye. I'm letting that dry first, going over this eye, and if you don't have time to keep waiting for it to dry, use a blow dryer. I'll show you in one sec. Let me just make sure the lashes are separated. Good, I'm just gonna make sure my lashes are all separated good. Take the fibers, really important. Please roll them on the back of your hand to press them down. You're gonna get too much on your lashes if you don't. And then that's just what literally attaches to give you even more length and volume. So yeah, so you can take a blow dryer and literally like close your lashes and blow them up, which will curl them a little bit, and it'll dry the fibers on. That's very important before sealing it with the gel. Or just wait and let it dry. Just wait a second, and then it won't come off. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, I used just the gel on my bottom lashes. You can use the fibers too if you like. I just have long bottom lashes. I don't need fibers. Hey, Rachel. Palette number 1. Sounds good, Lisa. And I'll get to it right after I get off of this. Okay, so now I'm going to seal these in. Peanut butter and jelly? Never heard that. Make sure to seal them in good, 2-3 layers at least. Like you can see. You're welcome, Lisa. The brow liner is 19. Should last you, I'd say, around 2 months. I love it a lot. Smudge proof, water resistant. I don't have to worry about my brows going nowhere. And the tip is very thin, so it makes it easy to kind of like mimic your natural hairs. And I never used to fill in my brows. I was always like scared that it was gonna look like, you know, like you were filling it in. But now I look at my lashes, or my brows, I can't talk, without any liner, and I'm like, oh goodness, I need some. Okay, mascara done. Brings the eye look together. Wait 1 second, my eyes are killing me. Okay, so I'm gonna use some liquid foundation. I'm mixing 2 colors right now. Shake them up good. Make sure to empty the droppers. So that's what I love about the liquid foundation. You can kind of make your own color with 2 colors too, and they'll just last doubly as long. Okay. What are you saying? Just makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna use a liquid foundation brush, apply it directly to the brush. If you're gonna use something with synthetic hairs, I wouldn't suggest applying it directly to the brush because it's gonna kind of ruin it. You can always put it on the back of your hand, which still with this, if you're finding yours a little bit thin, which the consistency is different based on the foundation, some a little bit thicker, you can always put it on the back of your hand still, dab it in, and then bluff it everywhere. You can do it either way. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. I think palette 5 is just like shimmery metallic-y colors. Yeah, they're all like metallic-y. They're not like glittery or anything, but they're like metallic-y, like iridescent like colors, if that makes sense. Thank you, Lulu. Oh, I wasn't a fan of BB cream too because it always would feel like thick or oily or anything like that. But I love the BB cream. It's complexion enhancer too, so it's gonna literally improve your skin over time. You mix it with the liquid foundation. Okay, that works. See, for me, my skin's a little too oily. If I mix it with the liquid foundation, it doesn't work best for me. But with just the BB cream and the powder, I love it, personally. But that's good that it works for you. So this is a medium coverage. It is buildable. You can do a little bit more to get more coverage. I'm starting with a good amount. Might add a second layer. I might not need to if I use a good amount. So make sure you don't have fibers going all over your face. So put it everywhere. Make sure it's even, especially when you're mixing two colors like I am. Make sure it's evenly distributed everywhere. And I'm just gonna let it kind of warm up on my face. Buff it in. Let me call. Yes. I don't know if you watched my video when I used the mask, but I have huge blackheads. I should have. I didn't show you my face first. I got like redness and dark circles. Like, so this isn't gonna be a full coverage, but you can see that's already helping even out my redness and stuff. If you have pimples, I suggest using the concealer and or the like fresh pimples and or the pressed powder. But for any normal, like I got a little acne scar on my chin that's covering that up. What was I saying though? Yes, so yeah, I don't know if you watched that video of me, but it definitely cleared up my, well, not cleared up all the way. It probably, after a couple more times, I probably will actually clear it up all the way, but it started removing some of my blackheads in my nose, like right away, and I got a lot of blackheads on my nose. Always, like my whole life. Oh, bitch. But if you're planning on getting that and the instant lift, you should get the collection. What's it called? Crown Jewels. Comes with those two. You can choose the instant lift or the uplift, kind of whatever you want. And you get the mask and the night cream. I'm obsessed with the night cream. Feels amazing. I've been using it even as a hand cream. That's an anti-aging time renewal night cream. Make sure you're getting like everywhere, like right in your nose area. Like all the way up into your sideburns, everything. And I always end by blending down. Though you don't want to admit it, you got little baby hairs on your face. You don't want them showing. If you go upwards, you're gonna have them showing. Go downwards, you don't. What was I gonna say? But yes, that saves you, I think it saves you about $30, maybe $30 by bundling that on that collection. And you get a collection bag, of course. Goodness, missed a lot. Thank you, Drew. That's interesting. Just on Facebook. Just saw it on Facebook. Started with the pressed powder, and that was my favorite. That still is my favorite. But there's so many other things I found out I loved at the same time as soon as I kept trying more. Make sure you're kind of like holding it like near the end, not too close, because you don't want to push too hard. You want to kind of blend out very softly so you don't get any streakings. If you press too hard and try to blend too hard, you might get a little bit of streaking. So you don't want to do that. So this dries to a soft powder finish. It's not a full matte or anything, but it is a great soft powder finish. Thank you, Nicole. I think it was like around 160 or something. It was the cheaper ones. Yes, exactly. That'll definitely prevent wrinkles. Thank you, Amber. Awesome. Hi, Jeanette. Okay, make sure everything's off of my lips. Of course, you never want anything on your lips. Okay, so that's the finished look. I used a good amount to get me more coverage. You can use a little bit less. You can actually do even more if you want a little bit more coverage. But that covers like any like redness and stuff. That's what the liquid foundation is great for. Redness. If you have some like older pimples, it's gonna cover that. But if you have like fresh new pimples or anything like that, you definitely want a concealer and or the press powder. Let me get my hair back out of my ears. If I could only live with one product for the rest of my life, just makeup? It's like a different question. I get people asking my favorites and stuff, but just one for the rest of my life would have to be a skincare product because makeup's not going to keep your skin youthful. Have to be like a night cream or, but a cleanser is so important too. I don't know. That's just you can't just live with one product the rest of my life. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, the lip stain. That's what I was gonna do. So I exfoliated my lips. I took an old toothbrush and exfoliated them. What I found works better for me when I exfoliate it like that. Sometimes when I was going through with my brush to try to exfoliate or like a wet washcloth or something like that, and I didn't have like a moisturizer on my lips first, my lips would get extra dry. But I've been putting just like plain old chapstick on my lips and then scrubbing it off, and it just keeps my skin like from getting irritated from exfoliating, if that makes sense. So we get an exfoliator next month. I cannot wait for that because that has shea butter and sugar in it. So it's just natural exfoliant for your lips. Sugar's natural exfoliant. Thank you, Luna. Well, a pressed powder is my favorite foundation, but a primer is a must with that. And then the mascara is something I use every day too. So if you have like really oily skin too and don't like a slightly dewy finish, I would suggest topping this whole thing off with powder too. You definitely don't have to. I'm going to do it with a little bronzer though, because it's still a soft powder finish. It's not like a complete matte, so don't think that, but it's a soft powder finish. It's not going to like go anywhere throughout the day or anything. Just going to use a little bit of Sunset Bronzer. Just a little bit to give me some color. So this one is not included in the collection, but I always like a bronzer or a blusher just to give me a little bit of color. It just gives me a little bit of color, a little definition. Keeping it very settled today though, that. I hate the way, there we go. So just a little bit. Okay, so now I'll go through my stain. Definitely want to, before you use your lip stain, exfoliate your lips, like I said. It is liquidy, but it doesn't come out. It's got a nice, I don't know how they do it, but a nice clogger there, basically, to prevent it from coming out. And no, like, chapstick or anything on your lips right before. So it's a little wet as it's drying. I'm not going to touch my lips together. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry on a little bit before I do another layer. Oh, of course, yes. I think it takes maybe 3 hours or till the next day before your $15 is active to use, but yes, you definitely can. You can use that towards collections. You can use that towards anything besides a kudos. I'm just letting this dry. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, you always get your discount. Not on Ycash. Like, anything that's Ycash used, you don't get your commission for. This is Shy. Sorry, I don't think I even said that. This is Shy, the lightest color. We got 7 different colors. Let it dry another minute. Make sure to let it dry before doing another layer. It is kind of movable when it starts, so you can kind of, if you, about 20 to 30 seconds is movable, so if you get down your lip, you can kind of take that off easily. If you get too much color somewhere, you can move it around your fingers, so it's really nice and easy to work with. So it should be good to go to another layer. And I don't suggest putting your lips together until it's dry all the way. I'm just gonna let that dry. You can do more layers. You can start with just one and just keep one, depending on what color you want. You can get anything more pigmented or less pigmented. Try not to touch my lips together. Yeah, I tend to use Hermosa more in the summer for me. But that's just because I'm lighter. Well, I don't know if I'm lighter than you. I just mean I'm pretty light. Thank you. Lit? Say it? You start by getting 20% commission from any sale. Sorry, I'm really just trying not to touch my lips together. So I'll talk funny. This is not a stink face. Oh. Let it dry, let it dry. Are there any questions? I don't want to show you how it doesn't go anywhere until it's completely dry. You don't want to test out the fact that this doesn't go anywhere until it's completely dry. Say like a minute to get completely. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, Sunset's a good color for me right now. The lip stain in general, I think it's either 19 or 21. I'm so bad. But, it's either 19 or 21. Which is it? Somebody tell me. But this collection that I'm doing today, which is everything besides the brow liner, besides the bronzer, and besides the brushes, the tools I used. But this should look great to you. And of course, you choose your own colors. So you get our mascara, our lip stain for your lips, foundation, primer, of course, which is a must, and then a palette of your choice. So you get all these. You got stuff for eyes and mascara too, which is awesome. And you can totally use any of the palettes if it's like one of the browns. You can totally use that for your brows too if you like, or just get something separate, or use whatever you want, or do nothing. But you can also use them as a liner too, any of these colors. Even like fun purple colors from Palette 5 you can use as liners. And then so you have stuff for your eyes, you know, mascara and shadow. You got stuff for your lips, which is awesome. It's gonna last all day. And then you got your foundation with your primer. So everything's gonna last all day, which is nice because primer's a must. And that's $149 and you save $29 by bundling. And on top of the $29 you save, you get a free collection bag. Yes. Yep. Hey, Caitlin. Nothing, Sarah, might be the option. This eye look he might like. This lips he's not gonna like at all, but whatever. At least it's not gonna go anywhere. That's what he hates most about lip colors, is just like, you know, obviously no guy wants to get lipstick all over them. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Christina. But this eye look, I mean, he likes natural looks, so normally palette 1 is what I use as palette if we're like going out and doing something and I'm not doing a video. That's my like go-to. I love fun colors, but he's not big into colors and stuff. Yes, this is the most wanted collection. So everything's of course available separate. You can get whatever you want if you just want to start with one, if you want to get completely different stuff, or there's other collections, whatever floats your boat. But you can get everything at youniquebeautybyKayla.com. This collection is under collection and sets, and it's called Most Wanted. You have to choose, like I said, all your own colors, free shipping. Thank you, Carolina. And you said $29. That's what's awesome. And it still, of course, comes with the money back guarantee. Everything always does. Yeah, exactly. Purse would be voice. So exactly. I never used to wear a lot of makeup, like at all. I was always a foundation and mascara, and that was it type of person. Like even for my wedding day, like I had one gold shadow that I just wore on my lids. I would wear nothing higher than my lids before. So he's not used to, I don't know, not used to it. So it makes sense. It's just funny. Just so you guys know too, I don't work with anybody, so if you get friend requests or messages from anybody else, just know that there's not coming from me. You can obviously talk to whoever you'd like, but there's always people, unfortunately, from Younique or other businesses poaching my page and will message anybody who comments on my posts. Friend requests, I match with them. You can talk to whoever you'd like, but just know they don't work for me. Sometimes they'll say that I sent them to you. No, I answer all my messages personally, okay? I will never have somebody, like, send somebody to you to message, so just know that. I can assume that the uplift would work good in the hair. My hair is oily, so I don't want to do that. If I had my longer hair again, I might put that in the ends. But if you're going to put a serum in your hair, only put it in the ends, okay? But that would probably definitely keep you, like, help with split ends and stuff, I'm assuming. Got all those great benefits. Yes, I have all the colors. You just want to see it or something? This is gorgeous. It's like a... Of course, but how do I get it to focus? It's like a brownish, orangish, shimmery color. I don't know how to explain it. Mascara is $29. Your hair's like mine? Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I've definitely used it before with other browns and stuff. You can use it with a lot of different things. I love it. It's shimmering. I love shimmering pigments. And if anybody's interested in joining too, it's $99. You get over $200 worth of makeup. There's no more commitments after that, but if you want to make this your business, I'd definitely love to help you out. Got my own team and training pages, so I'd love to work with you if you're interested. If not, it's fine too. You can always just get it for the discount if you want. Gold shiny color? Not really. No. I think our like only like real gold, I feel like, because that would be like closest, like warm. Our real gold is now Vindictive from palette 5. And then Extravagant is slightly like a yellowish orangish gold, but it's definitely still different. But I don't think in the pigments there's like, yeah, I don't think there's really a gold in the pigments. Yes, my husband's military, so it's the middle of the night here. But he's on night shift, which means I'm on night shift. So we're sleep all day, up all night. Sounds like it's a party, but not really. Let me show you. This should be dry. Okay, so make sure I don't got any fibers on my hand. So hands clean, hands still clean. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't gonna smear. I got hairs on my face now. It ain't gonna smear. It ain't gonna go anywhere. So lip stain's on for the day. It comes off really good with our shine cloths. You can use like an exfoliator to get it off. Anything like that throughout the day. You know, if you wear it all day, it's gonna be easier to take off at night than if I was to try to take off right now. You can top it off with like a lip bonbon or a chapstick, but it's not gonna stay all day. If you do it, it's gonna, it doesn't get like, this doesn't crack or like, I feel like I can't move my lips. It doesn't get like that. But if you like a more chapstick feel, it's just not gonna last as long. It's gonna work great still with a chapstick or a lip gloss, but it's not gonna last as long. And also, it actually makes it really easy to come off. So if you want to get it off, just use like a chapstick, a lip bonbon, a lip gloss, something like that. Put it on, and then try to scrub it off, and it'll come off a little bit easier. You guys have any questions before I get off though? You can definitely always message me with questions. If you guys need a color match, just send me a picture of you in natural lighting. I'm gonna wait a second. I always know there's a delay. But yeah, if you guys are interested in joining, I'd love to work with you too. If you have any questions, you can let me know. But there's no commitments. They don't keep a card on file. There's no other charges whatsoever. Everything's done online, so people just buy from your own website. You get your free website. I don't think there's any questions. always hate that I don't really know if there's been a question asked because I can't see anything for like a while till after you comment. But I can always answer anything after, of course, and definitely just message me as well. I'm gonna get off though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and like this video if you liked it. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Definitely appreciate your support. Talk to you guys later. Bye.